For reading and comprehension today, we are reading The Emperor's New Uniform by Maureen Hasselhurst and Kelly Kennedy. Stay to the end of the story because then we have some comprehension questions to test your understanding. Are you ready? Let's go! Enrico Emperi was a soccer star. He was the captain of the Bootsville Ultras. He was so good, his fans nicknamed him the Emperor. Enrico loved soccer, but he loved clothes almost as much. He wore expensive designer suits, shoes, and shirts. Being rich and famous made him a bit of a show-off. Everyone admired the Emperor except for Frankie Fowlo. Frankie was another star at the Bootsville Ultras, but he knew he would never be as good as Enrico. He watched Enrico being interviewed on TV. He thinks he's so great, he muttered jealously. Someone should teach him a lesson. The Bootsville Ultras had reached the finals of the championship. I need a new uniform, something really special, said Enrico. Designers from all over the world brought him all kinds of trendy outfits, but none of them was special enough for the Emperor. As he watched, Frankie thought of a trick. I'll make Enrico look really silly, he thought, smiling. It was the day of the match. Frankie took his present to Enrico. I found an amazing uniform for you, Frankie said slyly. It's very cool because only the top players can see it. It's invisible to all the other players. Enrico ripped open the box and looked inside. He couldn't see anything. He must be a terrible player. He stared sadly at the invisible uniform. He decided to just pretend he could see it. It's great, he fibbed. It's incredible, agreed the rest of the team, who couldn't see it either. Sass, the team's biggest fan, arrived and heard all about the amazing uniform. But the cruel trick didn't fool her. She had to put a stop to it. I bet Frankie wishes he had a uniform like that, she said to Enrico. Why don't you swap with him? No way, yelled Frankie. But the team thought it was a great idea. So it was also Frankie Fowlo who went onto the field dressed in the Emperor's invisible new uniform. The fans whistled and hooted with laughter. Frankie blushed and hid behind the goalpost. Sass found him a Bootsville Ultras banner to wear. Enrico Emperi grinned. Come on, Frankie, he laughed. We've got a game to win. All the crowd cheered as the Emperor kicked the ball up into the air. The game was on. Now it's time to do the comprehension questions. Are you ready? Today we have 5 questions. The first question is, why was Enrico Emperi nicknamed the Emperor? Was it because A, he was a soccer star, B, he was a singer, C, he was an actor, or D, he was the leader of the country? What do you think? I'll give you a moment. The answer is A, he was a soccer star. Very nice. Question 2 is, what did Enrico like as much as soccer? Was it A, swimming in the lake, B, expensive clothes, C, driving fast cars, or D, acting in the theater? What do you think about this one? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B, he liked expensive clothes as much as soccer. Question 3, who is Frankie Fowlo? Was it A, a TV reporter, B, another star player in the team, C, another actor in the play, or D, the team manager? What do you think? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B, another star player in the team. Very good. Question 4. What was Frankie's plan? Was it A, to become invisible, B, to give Enrico an invisible uniform, or C, to push Enrico off the stairs, or D, to stop him from giving interviews? What do you think about this one? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B, to give Enrico an invisible uniform. Very nice. And the final question, how did the book end? A, Enrico gave up soccer. B, Frankie Fowlo went to the field only in his underwear. C, Sass gave up soccer. Or D, Enrico Emperi went to the field only in his underwear. What do you think? Do you remember? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B. Frankie Fowler went to the field only in his underwear. Nice. How many did you get correct? If you got 5 right, it means you got 100% and you're amazing. Let me know down below. What score did you get? Frankie Fowler's show was silly. What do you think about this book? Share with me down below. And also, tell me what your favorite part of the story is. Take your time to think about it, and when you're ready, I'll see you in the next story for some more learning fun. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.